fam, how y'all doing? My name is Franklin and welcome to Orgaysis. Today we're playing Psychic Connections. Honey, it's been a minute. It's been a minute and I miss her, so we're gonna go right into continuing. I believe we still have a date to go to with Elliot, because this is Elliot's path, I swear to you. I'll try my best. But yeah, let's get started. Is there no further common ground between any of them? In any case, I should probably stop prying and get back to my room before Quinn goes anywhere. If he's still there to begin with. I should get going. I suppose I'll see you around, Aiden. I imagine you shall. We're going stargazing. We are going stargazing this weekend after all. Right, the trip completely escaped my mind. I've got way too many things to keep track of at this point. Honestly, same. You're going through a lot right now. I give Aiden a small nod before proceeding on a short journey back to my dorm room. Walking into my room, I find Quinn resting on the bottom bunk. My heart sunk. He had he removed all. Have you moved at all since this morning? Hey Quinn, I'm back. What? Is the music too loud? It might be. Is it? Perhaps. This much. I'll leave it right there. What? He scratches his face before wincing as his hand graces his bad eye. He then looks up and acknowledges my presence. Hey Mason, do you have the time? It's about 2:45. Did you get around to talking with Zoe yet? No, not yet. I walked over to her room earlier, but she wasn't there. So he's just been sitting here for hours just waiting for me to get back. Do you want me to call her then? If that isn't too much trouble. Grabbing my phone, I dial Zoe's number. Hello? Hey Zoe, it's Mason. Do you have a couple of minutes? Of course, what's up? Well, I'm with Quinn at the moment. As you know, his phone broke, but he needs to talk to you. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Hi Zoe! Hey Quinn, sounds like you and Mason are getting buddy-buddy. Huh, I guess that's sort of true. So listen, I don't really know how to ask this, but I really need to switch dorm rooms. Quinn, I get that your roommate might be problematic. if you're gonna call it problematic, to me, like if you use the word problematic, that means you gotta get this person out this room, but whatever. But I've told you, there's a lot of forms, and we need a legitimate reason. Quinn bites his lip at this. This is the moment where he needs to tell her what his roommate did. Well, you see, the thing is, Quinn looks at me with pleading eyes as if expecting me to say it for him. I just shake my head. He has to be upfront about this. We kind of got into a fight last night. A fight? Maybe fight isn't the right word. Well, like, I said something and he just retaliated? The phone goes completely silent. Quinn just tugs at his ears while waiting for Zoe to respond. The moment passes quickly, however, as Zoe returns with a very serious tone. Mason, be honest, how bad is it? Well, as far as I can tell, he only has a black eye, but that isn't nothing. Take me off speakerphone. I do as the pattern demands. Her voice drops to a very quiet but sharp tone. So this is serious, and I'm really hoping you'll be open to this idea. Is it fine if Quinn stays with you until we can get this whole roommate situation sorted? Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. Are you sure? There's a chance this becomes a more permanent living situation. While not having a roommate certainly had perks, I came to college fully prepared to have a roommate. The fact that I'm even getting a say on it at all is lucky enough, despite the circumstances. Believe me, Zoe, I get it, and it's fine. I feel better about that than a lot of the alternatives. Thank you, Mason. I promise. I'll find a way to make it up to you. In the meanwhile, I'll be up to your room in about 30 minutes. I expect I'll see you both there. Well, Quinn most definitely will be. I made plans yesterday for when I got out of class. Really? You got a friend with a black eye in your room and you plan on going somewhere else? I'm sorry. IRL, I swear to you, IRL, everything is canceled. If a friend literally came to me with a black eye, everything is canceled. Everything's canceled. Absolutely not. But for the sake of this playthrough, I'm gonna get some Panther Daddy, okay? I feel like he'd be mad at me for like not canceling, but whatever. How important is this really? I guess I'm back on speakerphone. I don't know. It's not very important. I mean, I could probably cancel. She makes a good point. Should I really be going anywhere with everything that's going on? Probably not. Mason, if you made plans, please don't cancel them on my account. I already feel like shit, and I don't need to drag you down with me. Not the choice. We're keeping the plans. We're keeping the plans. Well, I don't want to make you feel worse. And Zoe will be here for a little while. I don't think he wants to tell Jude. I don't know yet. You sure you don't want me to stick around? I'd be lying if I said I didn't want you around, but I also don't want you to stay here just on account of me. Account of you being like hurt. Like I'd stay, boy. If it was anybody else, if it was anybody else, I'll be here whenever you get back. If I come back that day, I have to come back that day. I have to come back that day. Absolutely. I feel like that's a trade off. I go to the date, but I come back home. Okay. I feel a little guilty about leaving you here, but I'll make sure Zoe gets here before leaving to do anything else. That's fair. That's fair too. Well, I guess I'll see you both in a little bit then. I hang up the phone and sit down with Quinn on the bottom bunk. I felt that conversation went fairly well, but Quinn seems to be nervous, or still seems nervous. Why is he still so stressed? Was telling Zoe that big of a deal? No, it's just I hate this. Hate what? This whole situation. I wish I could just snap my fingers and be in the future when I'm past all this. That would be rather convenient. Looking at my own hand, I do find myself wondering. Hey, it's actually a sound effect. Seriously? I was just checking. I don't know how any of this works, so I thought maybe if I focused, then something would happen. I think you notice if you suddenly lost hours or days at a time. Hearing him say this, I realized how absurd it'd be if that ended up being my psychic ability. That sounds like a couple of things. One, I am a coma patient, but two, like, for example, what's it called? Dissociative identity disorder. Like, you can lose hours of your day and not realize it, and you don't know what's happening. It's possible. Um, Hearing him say this, I realized how absurd it'd be if that ended up being my psychic ability. I already lost time as it is. I don't think I'd want to give up any more, good or bad. What about your visions? Is there any trigger there? Not really. The worst part is when they happen while I'm asleep. Because you can't tell if it's a dream. Because you can't tell because you can't tell if it was a dream or a vision. That, and I wake up every time it happens. Was it a bad dream or was it a vision? Sometimes I really can't tell. Jeez. So I imagine there are some visions you're still unsure about. Of course. One time I had a vision of Judah and Aiden going skinny dipping in a lake. Together? Yeah, but I still can't help but assume that it was just a daydream. While definitely a pleasant thing to picture, it's also difficult to imagine the two of them being willing to do such a thing. Oh, okay, we're gonna pause here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get to this date, y'all. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Franklin. This has been Orgaysis. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload the minute that I do. What else? I got caught up. If you enjoy this game, Psychic Connections, you can download them via the link in the description and the comment section. I believe that's all I have to say. Comment what you want. I don't know. I don't care. I'll see you guys in the next video.